weeks of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. On play action, it's Murray. That's caught by his tight end, Kylen Granson. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there on the first play of the game. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On the move to his left. And in for the Lions, touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run. He was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's 2nd and inches.
A good gain on first, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Murray. To the right side and into the hands of the tight end, Granson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Murray going to throw. He's got Granson as tight end. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now Murray off play action. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
To throw is Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Kylan Granson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Dolphins 7.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum. They got his man complete. And he'll be taken down all the way inside Detroit's 20. A big play there for the Dolphins. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 5-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hale. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
First down, Lions.
These two teams all tied after one. On first down, Casey. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play fake, Murray. And that's caught by the tight end, Granson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. On 3rd down, it's Casey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
They're going for it. It's Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 33. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach, and let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're growing louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. Well, that's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on him. You hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
First and 10.
Mixon with a first down carry. And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Lions will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own.
Bro, that was to the slant coming from the other side. That was so dumb.
Here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before,
he's gone.
Goes left side. The 30. 10,
What a joke.
5, touchdown, Detroit. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. He started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 21-14. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And the return here
just a bad pass. I don't know who it. I went to throw the X and I hit the wrong button like a fucking idiot.
Just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. so maybe the bench.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 40, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Looking to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 14. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
He ain't got enough fucking power on his arm,
just
man.
Kind of feel for him
fucking
right
noodle
now.
Arm.
4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is
I fucking trip. Who the fuck?
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. And now here's another
What a bad throw.
interception. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle him up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sift through.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. He's got his receiver, Cooper.
What a joke.
Rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give him 23 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he...
Oh, yo, you've got to be fucking kidding me.
Incomplete. Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
A final shot before half from Murray. He's going to try and go deep again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. He's at the 30. 10, and he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the 3rd quarter. Boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Murray now on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Javon Holland. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind, going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds his man complete. That's Casey. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. Pushing through the contact.
The wide receiver, the ball carrier. He was brought down by Trayvon Mullen. A 6-yard pickup.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
At the 38-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Throw going to be caught left side here by Granson. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. So a decent.
I don't know why the fuck the center was holding, but I mean, I accept
They were
it.
feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They fake the handoff, now Murray. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Steps away to his left. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. 84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They'll run on first down. It's Casey. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Murray now. He finds his man, complete. It's Morgan. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Welcome back now to the Emerald Isle. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. Here's Murray from midfield. Being chased out left. Throw left side complete. That's Casey. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. On play action, it's Murray. Forced out to his left. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Casey. And the Lions are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done.
And in for the Lions, touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there for the Dolphins.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now back to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They'll set up to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Kylan Granson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. On 1st down, Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Lions will use the 1st of their timeouts. It's just their 1st. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good for a Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 104 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To Mixon on the check down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent gain.
It's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also, the sideline just took the lead. You got to get your defense ready in the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together, make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Murray to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4th-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now Murray's got to have this one. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. And out of bounds right around the 20. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. 1st down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion just short of the 1st down. But you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there. Kick it. Put it through the post. Go up 2 scores.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Murray, one final try. Flipping left side, and he's got a man. That's Casey.
GG's.
And they're going to get this beyond the